Hello students, welcome to CET Sankalp classes. In the last class, we had the discussion on wave optics. Today we are going to see the continuation of that. Okay, the question follows like this. In Young's double slit experiment, the slits are 2 mm apart and is illuminated by photons of two wavelengths lambda 1 and lambda 2. At what minimum distance from the common central bright fringe on the screen 2 meter from the slit will a bright fringe from one interference pattern coincide with bright fringe from the other? So they say that they both are going to be coincide. So let N1 be the bright fringe. So you imagine that N1 is the bright fringe of lambda 1. So since it is going to coincide with N2 of bright fringe, then you can say N1 lambda 1 D divided by D is equal to N2 lambda 2 D divided by D. So D divided by D and D divided by D get cancelled. So finally I can write it as N1 by N2 is equal to lambda 2 divided by lambda 1. So what is your lambda 2? It is 10,000 Armstrong divided by 12,000 Armstrong. So Armstrong 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, everything get cancelled. It is 6 zar, it is 5 zar. So it is 5 by 6. Right. So we have to find with x. So x be the given distance. It is given by n1 lambda 1 d divided by d. So I have to take the least one. So that's why I've taken it as n1 only. So 5 into 12,000 into 10 to the power minus 10 into the capital letter D is 2 whole divided by 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. So 2 and 2 get cancelled. So 10 to the power minus 3 right ಅಂದ್ರೆ minus 7 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So 5 2 is 10 0 1. So it is 60 1 2 3 into 10 to the power minus 7. So 1 2 3 4 you have. So answer is 6 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. That is nothing but 6 millimeter. The answer will be option D. I hope you are clear. Right. The next problem. In Young's double slit experiment, the distance between the slits and the screen is doubled. Okay. And separation between the slits is reduced to half. As a result, the fringe width. So you should know about the initially beta is equal to lambda d by d. This is the formula for fringe width. Now they are telling that beta dash is equal to lambda into distance is 2 times this is d by 2. So I can write this as 4 lambda d by d. So finally you can say it is 4 times the beta. So it is 4 times the beta. So it becomes 4 times. Option B. Right. If the Young's double slit experiment, fringes of the width are produced on screen kept at a distance of 1 meter from the slit. When the screen is moved away by 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter, the fringe width changes by 3 into 10 to the power minus 5 meter. The separation between the slits is 1 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. The wavelength of the light used is, okay, you have here the two conditions. One is beta is equal to lambda d by d. The other one is beta dash is equal to lambda d dash by d. Okay. So now we are going to take this as equation 1 and this as equation 2. Now we are going to subtract 1 minus 2. So agidenayitu beta minus beta dash is equal to lambda is common d minus d dash divided by d. But they given beta minus beta dash. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, the fringes changes by ಅವಾಗ ಈ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಬೀಟಾ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂತೀವಿ. So 3 into 10 to the power minus 5 is equal to lambda. You have to find d minus d dash is 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 divided by 1 into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, so you have to do the cross multiplication. So 3 into 10 to the power minus 5 into 10 to the power minus 3 is equal to lambda into 5 into 10 to the power minus 2. So 3 into 10 to the power minus 8 divided by 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 is equal to lambda 10 to the power minus 2, 2 ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ minus 6 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 3 by 5 is nothing but 0.6 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter. So now nanometer ಇರಬೇಕು. So if I want that in nanometer, I'm going to shift 1, 2, 3. So it is 600 nanometer. Decimal na shift ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you'll get 10 to the power minus 9 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. It's nothing but 600 nanometer. So option B is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. Okay. So I hope you are clear with this. Right. In Young's double slit experiment, a monochromatic light of wavelength 5400 Armstrong produces a fringe width of 3 mm. If this source is replaced by another source of monochromatic light of wavelength, then the fringe width. You have to remember the one basic concept that the fringe width depends on which are the factors. Here there is no change in the distance and the slits, so there is only change in lambda. So beta is directly proportional to lambda, so I can write it as beta dash divided by beta is equal to lambda dash by lambda, right? So I want beta dash, right? So beta dash is equal to lambda dash by lambda into beta. So lambda dash is ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. What is lambda dash they've given? It is 6,300 Armstrong divided by 5,400 Armstrong into 3 into 10 to the power minus 3. Armstrong 0 0 0 get cancelled, so it is 6 are 7s are 7 3s are 21, so 21 by 6 you have to do it, right? 18, so you'll be getting it as 3.3, right? Sorry, 3.5. So it is 3.5 mm ಅಂತಾನೆ ತಗೊಂತೀನಿ. So option B. Okay, right. Next problem. In Young's double slit experiment, the intensity at a point where the path difference is lambda by 2 is I. If I naught denotes the maximum intensity, then I divided by I naught is equal to. Okay, first you should find with 5. Okay, so 5 is nothing but phase difference. So phase difference is given by 2 pi by lambda into path difference. What is the path difference they given? It is lambda by 6. So lambda and lambda get cancelled. Ones are, it is 3s are. So 5 is equal to 60 degrees. So you have the formula I is equal to I naught cos square 5 by 2. Then it is I naught cos square 60 by 2 is 30. So I naught cos square of 30 is root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 the whole square. Okay, now I want the ratio of I divided by I naught. So this is nothing but I naught 3 divided by 2. So I by I naught is 3 by 2. So option 3 by 2. Sorry, 3 by 4, right? So square alva idu. 3 by 4. Sorry. 3 by 4. Option D. Clear? Right. Next problem. When the entire arrangement of Young's double slit experiment, correct, now in the Young's double slit experiment, the fringe width is beta. If the entire arrangement is placed in a liquid of refractive index n, the fringe width becomes ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay, so ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, when the entire arrangement of Young's double slit experiment is placed in a liquid of refractive index n, then the fringe width will become, what happens to the fringe width? So it is beta dash is equal to lambda dash d divided by d. That will be the new, right? But you know the formula n is equal to c by v. But n is equal to f lambda, frequency is nothing but f lambda divided by f lambda dash. So f and f get cancelled. So I want for lambda dash is equal to lambda by n. So I can write this as lambda d divided by n into d. But lambda d by d is nothing but beta, right? So beta dash is equal to beta divided by n. Option D. I hope you are clear with this. Right. So that is about your interference. Now, before we go with the next, so you have to understand diffraction. So we'll just go through with the formulas. So diffraction is nothing but bending of waves around the corners of the obstacles. The phenomenon of bending of waves around the corners of obstacles. That is nothing but diffraction. We have two types of diffraction. One is Fresnel and Fraunhofer diffraction. The Fresnel diffraction, in that the incident wave on the obstacle is cylindrical or spherical. The source is at finite distance from the obstacle. But in Fraunhofer, the wavefront, the incident wavefront on the obstacle is plane. It is plane, and the source is infinite, you can say. The source is effectively at infinite distance from the obstacle. That you have to remember. And after that, you have the different conditions. The secondary maximum is given as a sine theta n lambda. First minimum is given as a sine theta lambda, that is sine theta is equal to lambda by a. Okay, so the angular width of central maxima is 2 theta, that is 2 lambda by a. It is very, very important. Then the linear width of the central maximum is given as, this is the formula for the linear width of central maximum. So these are the things you have to remember. Next, resolving power. So what is resolving power? Its ability to produce the distantly separate images of two closely lying point object. ಈಗ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ವೆನ್ ಯು ಸಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ ಅವೇ that both the headlights ಏನಿದೆ, you can see it is as a single one. When it comes very closer, then you can say, oh, it is a car. So why? Because that time it is going to split ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನನಗೆ. When it comes closer and closer, so that headlights is going to be seen to separate agi gotagutte, right? So the same way. So the limit of resolution of a microscope is the minimum distance between the two objects whose images appears just resolved. It is given by d is equal to lambda by 2n sin theta. So it is for non-luminous object. Okay, if it is a self-luminous object, then this will be the formula. D is equal to 1.22 lambda divided by 2n sin theta. The resolving power is numerically equal to the That was limit of resolution, but now I want for resolving power. So resolving power is nothing but the reciprocal of limit of resolution. So it is given by RP ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂತೀವಿ. RP is equal to 2n sin theta by lambda for non-luminous. Luminousಗೆ self luminousಗೆ 2n sin theta divided by 1.22 lambda. So the numerical aperture is given as n sin theta for microscope. Next, for limit of resolution of a telescope is given as theta is equal to 1.22 lambda by d. So resolving power, that is RP, is given as d divided by 1.22 lambda, where d is the diameter of the objective. Okay, I hope you are clear with that. So please make a note of this. So the part by part you have to go through with here. So done with that. So we'll see the problems on that. Make sure, see to that the point whatever I have highlighted, make sure to write that, copy down fast. Right. In a single slit, diffraction of distance between the plane of slit and screen is 1 meter. The size of the slit is 0.7 millimeter, and second maximum is found at the distance of 2 millimeter from the center of the screen. Then find out the wavelength of light. Okay, to understand this, I'm going to draw the diagram. So I'm going to have the single slit. This is the screen. So from this point to here, we are going to have the straight line in from here to here. Okay. So this is nothing but secondary maximum. From here to here, the distance is y. From here to here, the distance is d. Here the theta is been formed. Okay. So now they're given for second maxima. The path difference will be a sine theta is equal to 5 lambda by 2. Okay, 5 lambda by 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ odd numbers ಬರುತ್ತೆ, right. So as you can see here, the theta is very small. Since theta is very small, I can write it as sine theta is approximately equal to theta. The same way, tan theta is approximately equal to theta. Since this is the condition, you are going to write a instead of sine, you are going to write it as tan theta is equal to 5 lambda by 2. So according to the figure, tan theta is nothing but y by d. So a y by d is equal to 5 lambda by 2. So I want lambda to be find. So lambda is equal to 2ay divided by 5d. So 2 into a is 0.7 into 10 to the power minus 3 into 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 5 into 1. So 2 into 7 into 10 to the power minus 4 into 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 5. So 7 fours are 28 divided by 5 into 10 to the power minus 7. So it is 5.6 into 10 to the power minus 7. So 1, 2, 3 ಆಗಬೇಕು. So 5600 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter. So finally it is 5600 Armstrong. So option A is the right answer. I hope you are clear with this. Any doubts? Okay. The ratio of resolving power of an optical microscope for two wavelengths they are given. Okay, you have the general formula for resolving power is Rp is equal to 2n sine theta by lambda. Okay, now you have to take the ratios, right? So Rp1 divided by Rp2 is equal to 2n sine theta divided by lambda 1 is nothing but 4000 Armstrong into lambda divided by and 6000 Armstrong divided by 2n sine theta. So this and this get cancelled. Armstrong, 3 zeros. So 3 twos are 2 twos are. So your answer will be 3 by 2. So it is 3 is to 2 is the answer. Clear? Right. A linear aperture whose width is 0.02 centimeter. So this is nothing but your A. You have to convert that immediately in front of the lens of focal length. So this is nothing but F. But can I say that F is nothing but D? That is the distance of the screen I have placed. Okay. Focused andre ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನನಗೆ ರೇಸ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಾನು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ನಾನು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. The aperture is illuminated normally by a parallel beam of wavelength 5 into, so lambda is, okay, the distance of first dark band of the diffraction pattern from the center of the screen is, okay, so it is given as, formula is given as y is equal to first dark fringe, y is equal to d lambda by a. Okay, so I'm going to substitute the values. So 60 into 10 to the power minus 2 into 5 into 10 to the power minus 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 whole divided by 0.02 into 10 to the power minus 2. So avaga 30. So it is 300 into 10 to the power minus 9, right? divided by 2 into 10 to the power minus 4. So 10 to the power minus 4 ಇದು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆದರೆ minus 5 ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. 1s are 150s are. ಸೊ ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ 3 ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. 1 2 3. ಸೊ ಆಗೇನಾಯ್ತು ಇದು 0.15 centimeter is the answer. So option D. Okay, ಆ ಪವರ್ಸ್ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, light of wavelength 600 nanometer is incident normally on a slit of width 0.2 mm. The angular width of central maxima in the diffraction pattern is, so measured from minimum to maximum. So angular width is given as theta is equal to 2 lambda divided by a. Idu formula ide. So 2 into 600 into 10 to the power minus 9 divided by 0.2 into 10 to the power minus 3. So then it is 2 into 6 into 10 to the power minus 7, right? Divided by, yakandre 2 and 10 to the power 2 minus 9 plus 2 is minus 7. So 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 ಆಯಿತು. 2 and 2 get cancelled. 10 to the power minus 4 is cancel ಆದರೆ minus 3 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So your answer will be 6 into 10 to the power minus 3 theta alva. It is radian. So option A. Clear ಆಯ್ತಾ? Right. For what distance is ray optics is good approximation when the aperture is 4 millimeter and the wavelength of the light is 400 nanometer. Okay, so here the concept, the distance is what distance? Our distance now we'll be calling it as an Fresnel. So that distance we are going to call it as Fresnel distance anta karitivi. What do you mean by Fresnel distance? It is the minimum distance that is traveled by a ray of light along the linear path. So before, if it is going to take the diffraction, before that some minimum distance it is going to be traveled. That minimum distance is nothing but Fresnel distance. The formula is given as ZF is equal to A square divided by lambda. This is the formula for Fresnel distance. So they're given 4 into 10 to the power minus 3 the whole square divided by 400 into 10 to the power minus 9. Then it is 4 4s are 16 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by 4 into 10 to the power minus 7. Yakandre 10 to the power 2 minus 9 is minus 7. So 1s are 4s are. So idu minus 1 cancel ಆಯಿತು. So it will be 40 meter. So option B. To observe diffraction, the size of the obstacle should be of order of wavelength. So directly theory based, should be lambda by 2, where lambda is the wavelength, has no relation to wavelength. So should be much longer than the wavelength. No, it should be in the order of wavelength. Okay. A parallel beam of fast moving electrons is incident normally on a narrow slit. A fluorescent screen is placed at a large distance from the slit. If the speed of the electrons is increased, which of the following statement is correct? So they're given the angular width of the central maximum will decrease. The angular width of the central maximum will be unaffected. Diffraction pattern is not observed on the screen in the case of electrons. The angular width of the central maximum of the diffraction pattern will increase. So to analyze this, we have the formula. Angular width is given as theta is equal to 2 lambda divided by a. Here I have to find the relation between theta is directly proportional to lambda. Now electrons on a term bandiradinda. Okay, so you are going to discuss with terms of de Broglie. So lambda is equal to h by p. P is nothing but momentum, that is nothing but h divided by m into v. So they've told the speed of the light is increased ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಈಗ since lambda is inversely proportional to v, since it is inversely proportional to v ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, if they are telling that if v is increased, I can say lambda is decreased agata. If v increases, lambda decreases. Since lambda decreases, so theta is also decreasing since it is directly proportional. So you can say the angular width of the central maximum will decrease. So I hope we are clear with the concept. Okay. The distance of moon from the earth is 3.8 into 10 to the power 5 kilometer. Supposing that the eye is the most sensitive to the light of wavelength 550 nanometer, the separation of 2 points on the moon that can be resolved by a 50 centimeter telescope is 50 centimeter telescope is okay. So you can say, right. So the thing, what are the things they are given? This is nothing but the distance is nothing but capital letter D. Okay, this is capital letter D. This is lambda they are given. Then the resolving power can be resolved under A is equal to. So convert ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. First d theta ಕಂಡಿಡಿಯೋಣ. D theta is equal to 1.22 lambda divided by D. So 1.22 into 550 into 10 to the power minus 9 divided by 500 into 10 to the power minus 2. Okay. So you try solving this. How much we get? See. you will get it as 13.42 into 10 to the power minus 8 radian. Now the separation of 2 points ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. The distance between the 2 points be x. So I can write it as d theta is equal to x by d. But I want to find x. So x is equal to d theta into capital letter D. So it is 13.42 into 10 to the power minus 8 into 3.8 into 10 to the power minus, sorry, plus 5 kilo anta ide. So again 3. So 10 to the power 8 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So you solve this. So ಇದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು. 13.42 into 3.8 ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ. So you'll be getting 50.99 ಅಂತ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. So since it is 15.99, approximately I can write it as 51 meter ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬಹುದಾ? So option C. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 15 ಇದೆ, ಬರೀ 50 ಅಂತ ತೊಗೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ 50.42 ಆ ತರ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. 99 ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ you can approximately write it as 51 meter anta ಬರಿಬಹುದು. Clear? Right. So next, a parallel beam of light of wavelength 6000 angstrom gets diffracted by a single slit of width 0.3 millimeter. The angular position of the first minima of diffracted light is okay. For first minima, what is the formula? It is a sin theta is equal to n lambda. N is equal to 1 ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ just it is lambda. So sin theta is equal to lambda by a. Since theta is very small, so you can write it as theta is equal to sin theta is small ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ sin theta is approximately equal to theta. So theta is equal to lambda by a. What is the lambda? It is 6000 into 10 to the power minus 10 divided by 0.3 into 10 to the power minus 3. So ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು 6 into 10 to the power minus 7 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ divided by 3 into 10 to the power minus 4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Minus 3 1s are 2s are. So it is 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 radian. That is your theta value. So option A. Clear ಆಯ್ತಾ? Right. Okay. A beam of light of wavelength 600 nanometer from the distant source falls on a single slit 1 millimeter wide, and the resulting diffraction pattern is observed on a screen 2 meter away. 2 meter away. The distance between the first dark fringe on either side of the central bright fringe anta ide. Okay. The condition for first minima is nothing but d sin theta or a ಅಂತನೂ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. One second. We'll take it as a only. Why? Because we are familiar with that only, right? A sin theta is equal to n lambda. Since it is first, n is equal to 1. So I can write it as sine theta is equal to lambda by a. But since theta is very small, sine theta is approximately equal to theta. So theta is equal to lambda by a. You call this as equation 1. Now, according to the definition of the distance, it is given as theta is equal to x divided by d. So this is equation 2. So from 1 and 2, you can write lambda a is equal to x divided by d. But they've told you to find the x, right? So x is equal to d lambda by a. But they're told the distance between the first dark fringe on either side of the central bright fringe. So distance between the first minimum on either side of the central maximum is given as 2x. Then this becomes 2d lambda by a. So 2 into 600 into 10 to the power minus 9 whole divided by 1 into 10 to the power minus 3. So it is 4 into 6 into 10 to the power minus 7 divided by 10 to the power minus 3. 10 to the power minus 3 minus 4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So 24 into 10 to the power minus 4. So it is nothing but 2.4 millimeter ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Decimal shift. Option D. Clear ಆಯ್ತಾ? Right. So next is polarization. So under that polarization, we have to study about some of the concepts like what is unpolarized light and polarized light, right? So the first thing is polarization. What do you mean by polarization? So it is nothing but the light wave that is vibrating. So that is vibrating. You can say that the process of changing or transforming unpolarized light into polarized light. You are transforming the unpolarized light to polarizing light. So first we'll study about what is unpolarized light. So unpolarized light is nothing but an ordinary light consists of vibration in all the direction. So it will be moving in all the directions like this. Here you can see, right? This is, it will be moving in all the direction. This is nothing but unpolarized light. Polarized light andre when such light is passed through a certain crystal. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಟೊರಮೈಂಡ್ ತಗೊಂತೀವಿ. At ಟೊರಮೈಂಡ್ crystal ಮೂಲಕವಾಗಿ you are going to place that crystal. So that unpolarized light passes through that crystal and you'll be getting the polarized. Now unpolarized light is moving in all the different directions and move ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, correct? But illi when it passes through the crystal, it will be vibrating in only one plane, parallel to the axis of the crystal. Parallel to the axis of the crystal, such light is called polarized light. Okay, other like plane of vibration andre eno, plane of polarization andre eno. Okay, in a polarized light, the plane in which the vibration occurs is called plane of vibration. the plane which is perpendicular to the plane of vibration and in which no vibration occurs. Adana will be calling it as an plane of polarization. So plane polarization and the phenomenon in which light requires one-sidedness with respect to the direction of propagation, or the vibrations are restricted to a particular plane, is called plane polarization. So partially polarized light andre the mixture of plane polarized light and unpolarized light is called partial anta ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ. So you can see the representation. So unpolarized light ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ? Unpolarized light ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು having a vertical with dot ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Partially ಅಂದ್ರೆ mixture of all. Polarized ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ. Polarized ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ? When it is parallel ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, vibration parallel to the plane of paper. If the perpendicular to the plane ಅಂದ್ರೆ dot dot ಬರುತ್ತೆ. That is the thing you have to remember. Okay, a crystal which produces polarized light is called polarizer. Which detects the polarized light is called analyzer. So to remind, crystal or quartz ಅದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಫಾಲೋ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಪೋಲರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಲೈಟ್ ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಲೈಕ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಪ್ಷನ್, ಡಬಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ? ಸೊ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬೈ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು, ಒಂದು ಸ್ಲಾಬ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದನ್ನೇ ನೀವು ಬ್ರೂಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಲಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So the reflected ray is perpendicular to the refracted ray when the reflected ray is completely plane polarized. It is very, very important. The reflected ray is perpendicular to refracted ray when the reflected ray is completely plane polarized. Okay, so Brewster's law andre eno, the refractive index of refracting medium is equal to tangent of the polarizing angle. So n is equal to tan theta p. Okay, ಈಗ selective absorption ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? When the light passes through certain crystals, it is split up into two beams polarized at right angles to each other. Okay, in addition, the crystal strongly absorbs one of the beam and transmit the other. The emergent beam is thus plane polarized ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ತರ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿನ ಡೈಕ್ಲೋರಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಡೈಕ್ಲೋರಿಸಮ್ ಆರ್ ಡೈಕ್ಲೋರಿಕ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ in which a ray of light splits into two refracted rays on passing through the certain crystals ಆಗಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Clear ಆಯ್ತಾ? That is double diffraction. Next, we have two types of rays. One is the ordinary ray and extraordinary ray. Ordinary ray andre which obeys the laws of refraction. Extraordinary rays andre which does not obeys the laws of refraction. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಆ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ. So both ordinary and extraordinary rays are polarized with their plane of vibration perpendicular to each other. The velocity of ordinary ray is same in all directions, while extraordinary ray is different in different directions. The refractive index of crystals for ordinary ray is constant, whereas it varies with the angle of incidence for extraordinary ray. Okay, the velocity of ordinary ray and extraordinary ray along the directions of optic axis is same. That is the thing you have to remember. Okay, and again you have like optic axis antandre the direction along which velocity of extraordinary ray is equal to that of ordinary ray is called optic axis. It is also the direction along which no double diffraction takes place. The crystals having one optic axis are called uniaxial crystals. The crystals having two optic axes are called biaxial crystals. The crystals for which the refractive index of extraordinary ray is greater than ordinary ray, then that kind of crystals we are going to call it as positive crystals. The crystals for the refractive index of extraordinary ray is less than the ordinary ray, then it is called negative crystals. That is the thing. The next is Polaroid. What is Polaroid? A Polaroid is a sheet of doubly refracting dipole material used to produce plain polarized light. Plain polarized light produce ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಾವೇನು ಸನ್ ಗ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಹಾಕೊಂತೀವಿ ಆರ್ ಶೇಡ್ಸ್, ಅದು ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಪೊಲರಾಯ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕಾಲಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ ಪೊಲರಾಯ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ polarized light to control the intensity of the light entering automobile, train, aeroplane, used in sunglasses to reduce the glare. In photographic cameras, filters are used ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. To improve the color contrast in old oil paints ಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, that is very very important. Uses of Polaroids na note ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. Next is Malu's law. So Malu's law states that the intensity of the polarized light transmitted through the analyzer varies a square of cosine of the angle between the plane of the transmission of analyzer and plane of polarizer. That is the statement. So the formula is I is equal to I naught cos square theta. Okay, ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಅನ್ಪೋಲರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಪೋಲರೈಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪೋಲರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಐ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ನಾಟ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಐ ಎ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ನಾನು ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ you know that I is directly proportional to square of the amplitude. So a square is ಬರೆದ್ರೆ square a is equal to a naught cos theta. So if theta is 0 ಆದ್ರೆ I is equal to I naught ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, a is equal to a naught ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ. if theta is equal to 90 ಆದ್ರೆ it becomes 0. okay, if I naught is the I ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂತೀವಿ, is the intensity of unpolarized light ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ I naught is equal to I divided by 2. If an unpolarized light is converted into plain polarized light, its intensity becomes half, and I is equal to II by 2 cos theta. This is the formula. Clear aita? So based on this polarization, we are going to see some problems. Right. Unpolarized light is incident from air on a plane surface of a material. Plane surface of a material of refractive index mu anta ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾವು ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ n ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂತೀವಿ. At a particular angle of incidence, it is found that reflected and refracted rays are perpendicular to each other. Correct, it is perpendicular to each other. Which of the following options is correct for this situation? Reduced light is polarized with its electric vector parallel to the plane of incidence? No. reflected light is polarized with its electric vector perpendicular to the plane of the incidence. Yeah, it's quite equivalent. We'll see other two options also. If I is equal to sine inverse of 1 by mu, no. I is equal to tan inverse of 1 by mu, no. You know that I is equal to tan inverse of mu ಅಷ್ಟೇ. But ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 by mu ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ it is not possible. So the right answer is reflected. The reflected light is polarized. So you can see. So this is a normal. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ray incident ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So you'll be having unpolarized light ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದಾಗ polarized light ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Correct. So reflected light is polarized ಆಗಿದೆ. So reflected light is polarized ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So in that way it is going to be taken care. Clear ಆಯ್ತಾ? So ನಾನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಪೋಲರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಯಾವುದು? ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Okay. Next. Two Polaroids P1 and P2 are placed with their axes perpendicular to each other. Unpolarized light I0 is incident on P1. A third Polaroid is kept in between P1 and P2 such that its axis makes an angle 45 degree with that of P1. The intensity of the transmitted light through P2 is. So first to P1 ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. The intensity transmitted light through P1 is I1 is equal to I0 by 2. ಈಗ so P3 ಗೆ is been placed. So P3 is equal to ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? I2 is equal to I1 cos square 45 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಗ I0 by 2 cos 45 is 1 by root 2 the whole square. ಅವಾಗಿದು I0 by 4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ I2. Angle between the Polaroids between C. So between P3 and P2 ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಇದು 90 minus 45 is equal to 45 only. So ಅವಾಗ I3 is equal to I2 cos square 45. So ಆಗ I0 by 4 into 1 by 2. So I3 is nothing but through P2 ಇದು I3 is equal to I0 by 8 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So option B. Clear ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Two Polaroids P1 and P2 are placed with their axes perpendicular to each other. Unpolarized light I0 is incident on P1. A third Polaroid P3 is kept in between P2 and P3. ಅವಾಗ ಲೈಟ್ ರೇ P1 ಆಮೇಲೆ P3 ಆಮೇಲೆ P2 ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ P3 ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗೋದು I0 by 4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ I0 by 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರುವಾಗ I0 by 4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರುವಾಗ I0 by 8 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ? The polarizing angle is 57 degrees. A ray of light which is incident at this angle will have an angle of refraction. R ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು. According to the concept, a ray of light as the ray of light is incident at glass at polarizing angle, so the reflected and refracted rays are perpendicular to each other. ಅದನ್ನ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋ. A ray of light which is incident at this angle, ಯಾವ angle? Polarizing angle ಹತ್ರ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು theta p plus r is equal to 90 degree ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So r is equal to 90 minus theta p, but theta p they've given as 57. So finally you'll be getting it as 33 degrees. So concept clear ಆಯ್ತು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. As the ray of light which is incident at the glass at theta p polarizing angle hatra fall ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ನ ತಗೊಂತೀವಿ. You have to remember that condition. Clear ಆಯ್ತಾ? Next ಏನು? A beam of unpolarized light of intensity I0 is passed through a Polaroid A. Then another Polaroid B which is oriented so that its principal plane makes an angle 45 degree relative to that of A. The intensity of emergent light is, so first ಬಂದು I1 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂತೀನಿ. I1 is equal to ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? I0 by 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ I2 is equal to I1 cos square 45 degree ಅವರೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. That is equal to I0 by 2 into 1 by 2. So it is I0 by 4 is the answer. A beam of unpolarized light of intensity I0 is passed through the Polaroid. Avageno I0 by 2 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Then through another Polaroid which makes an angle 45 degree. ಅವಾಗ I0 by 4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. I0 by 4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Clear ಆಯ್ತಾ? Right. Unpolarized light is incident on a plain sheet of water surface. The angle of incidence for which the reflected and refracted ray are perpendicular to each other is, so you have to find I or theta. So theta p na ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು. So tan theta p is equal to n ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So theta p is equal to tan inverse of n, but n ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು tan inverse of 4 by 3 is theta p. So option C. Right. Next, a critical angle for certain medium. So critical angle andre C is equal to sine inverse of 0.6. So ಈಗ sine C is equal to 1 by n, but n is equal to 1 by sine C. So n is equal to 1 divided by sine inverse of 0.6. So sine inverse sine cancel ಆದರೆ n is equal to 1 divided by 0.6. So 1 divided by 0.6 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ when you do that division you will be getting 1.666 ಅಂತ ರಕರಾಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, ಈಗ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಬ್ರೂಸಸ್ ಲಾ n is equal to tan theta p, ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ಏನು, theta p is equal to tan inverse of n ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ tan inverse of n ಅಂದ್ರೆ tan inverse of 1.666 ಅಂತ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. So option C is the right answer. I hope you are clear with this. So this completes the chapter wave optics. So thank you all. Have a great day.